It's playoff time. It's playoff time. I can say it one more time. It's playoff time. Collegiate Sim Football Alliance is here, back in your face, back on the USFA channel. Welcome back to the spot. Happy to have you back. We got 3 more games here within the season 3 fold for the CSFA, and it's all for the big bucks, if you will. Only one team will stand after this weekend, but we still have to get through the semifinals here of the CSFA playoff set. We're going to start off with the number 1 seeded East Augusta Blue Lobsters hosting the Orange County State Stallions. Can't wait to see how these two teams go out. We got the homie and league owner Caboose here with us as well. We got to make sure we get the full front. Say hello to your people, my man.
How's it going, everyone? Caboose here. Looking forward to a great playoffs on both the CSFA and the USFA. You can hear my lovely voice.
Yes, good job on that. Make sure to get all the concussions out the way so we can get it all ready to go. But we back here. Can't wait to see how we do. But before we get started, you know I gotta do what I gotta do. Make sure you like and subscribe. Head to the description down below. We got all of our various affiliates for you. All the links to their specific discords. We got Furious Sports, Sports Universe, and Hollywood Sports doing their thing on the Discord side. We also have Goals, Great One, Hockey Sim League doing their thing on the ice. We're on the gridiron. And outside of that, we could go ahead and talk a little bit about these two teams. East Augusta has been kind of that number 3, number 4 seed for the past 2 seasons, but it looks like it's finally come full circle. They finally made it to the number 1 seed. They ended the regular season with an 11-game win streak. You really can't do much better than that. No other team is hotter than them, and we just seen them play last week against OCSU. They're looking like the heavy favorites. What are you thinking about this one in regards to East Augusta?
East Augusta has been one of those teams these past few seasons where you slowly saw them building up, and you knew sooner rather than later they were going to be a tough team that you were going to have to deal with, and it's proving very true. I personally see East Augusta taking this one fairly easily. Mainly just because Orange County, they've had a few guys go to the draft already, and their defense, especially their linebackers, they've taken a bit of a hit these past couple drafts. So I'm thinking just with the slightly weaker Orange County defense and a really hot and strong East Augusta offense is not going to make for a good day on Orange County.
That's big facts on that. I totally agree with you, but we've seen games between these two where it's been close. I believe their first matchup, they went to overtime, so it's really dependent on maybe that beginning point of the season where East Augusta was still trying to build their way up. Maybe Orange County was catching them slipping on that one particular day, but since then, East Augusta has been putting the number on Orange County State. I'm not going to take anything away from them because Orange County State still has plenty of talent with the new school admin as well. Lane Frost doing his thing. He's going to be taking over for this team. He's got some new strats in. Can't wait to see what he does on this side. We could go ahead and check into the verdict, and it looks like East Augusta is that favorite in regards to the 1K Sims, but it looks like the developers are pretty split on this one, and it's looking pretty close on the scoreboard as well. It looks like the biggest lead in regards to the predictions here is by 13 points. So how are you thinking about this, or what you're seeing right here?
I see, I can definitely understand where the developers are coming from here in this. I think I'm going to have to lean more here on Danny's side. There's going to be a little bit more of a gap in that score. But you know what? Orange County has still some weapons out there. You're looking at Sir Lancelot. You're looking at newly acquired Justice Frost. He just updated maybe Herrick Denry.
Yeah, he's definitely top 3 back in the CSFA, no doubt.
So I mean, they've got some offensive weapons. If they can get those clicking, then East Augusta can have a game on their hands.
Most definitely.
It's up to Orange County.
Yes, and just looking on the other side, East Augusta pretty much has the two men with the master plan. It's mostly been led by two guys. If you look at the whole landscape of their offense, Moldy Cheese and Hank Falco has been lighting up the scoreboards left and right. It'll be it'll be a great sight to see if Orange County State has a counter for that. But at the current moment, no one has found an answer for them. I believe he's almost at 1,900 receiving yards. Moldy Cheese is going after the stats. I was just checking a little bit earlier, but it'll be interesting to see what they do in regards to that. I will go ahead and get everything all taken care of. Also, watch out for Trevor Lopez. He's been on the slide in comparison to last season, but he's still a player that you can't leave your eye off or take your eye off. That's what I was looking for. But let's go ahead and hit this play game button. I'm going to let you do the honors. Tell me when to go.
All right, well, let's get these playoffs underway.
Let's do the darn thing. I almost said the other word. I'm not going to do it today. But happy to have you here, folks. It's going to be a good set of games on this one, most definitely. And let's go ahead and get into this one. We're getting the main field over here, the East Augusta Blue Lobster, that pretty blue, that murky blue a little bit, but it's going to be snowing as you see. And it looks like East Augusta is going to start this one off on offense. Oh, man, I can't wait. Let's go ahead and get it started. And we are underway here. Getting it over to the 20-yard line for Aaron Witten. He's going to take it past the 30 to the 33-yard line. East Augusta starting with some solid field position. Let's see how this team starts out. They're going to go for the jumbo set. We're going to go straight to Lopez here, and he's going to get stuffed after a gain of 2. It's going to be 2nd and 8.
Good call there, just to kind of test Orange County, see if they'd be up to the task there on that run.
Most definitely, and that was almost picked off there. Orange County State almost took that one away, but it's going to be 3rd down here, quick 3rd down.
Would you say that pass is an example of a bullet pass?
A bullet pass indeed, and that was almost picked off there, and it looks like Orange County State is putting that pressure on Hank Falco and the gang early. They'll have to send it to Orange County State with a quick punt.
Yeah, that was a massive statement there from the Orange County defense, right as I was talking bad about how they've kind of weakened on that linebacker D-line area. They came out and forced an amazing 3-and-out. Almost picking up a sack and an interception. Most definitely. And it's going to be Orange County State here starting this one off on offense. Twice on the right side, and that's going to be no good. Looks like the wide receiver lost sight of the football. It's going to be 2nd and long. He might not have even been looking at the football when he tried to cut up.
Pitch left side, and he's going to make the first man miss a second one, and he almost got the 1st down there, but the tackle does get made. Third down situation here for Orange County State.
Henry's been quietly very good this season, and he's definitely a threat to any team.
And he showed he's a threat on that. Yeah, he showed he was a threat on that one. He's going to move the chains. 1st down goes to Orange County State, but can they keep the ball moving? We're going to try him again. Right side is caught by Denver, and he's going to get stuffed by a couple of defenders. A gain of 3 on that screenplay.
And I'm going to point out right now that this is going to be the first season we do not have Central Houston playing Mile High in the Natty.
Most definitely. There, another stop there from East Augusta, keeping them still short gains on the runs. That's how you get the stop. It's going to be 3rd down and medium here.
Yeah, 4 yards, though, is still easy pickings for Denry if you can get it.
And it shows just that. Good job there. Herrick Denry showing his stuff already. Getting into East Augusta territory. They're moving the chains. And it's going to be a 5-wide set here for Kakashi. He's going to sit back under pressure, and it's going to be picked off by Mikey Jackson, his 3rd on the season. That's going to send it back to East Augusta, and that's what this defense has done all season long. We haven't even talked about it. Trevor Lopez getting a quick carry there for 4, setting up that 2nd and 6. We were just talking about how good this offense is for East Augusta, but if you look in the team stats for the game, they really haven't got too much friction when it comes to their defense. Whenever they're on the field, they find a way to slow the other team down for some points. But right now, Hank Falco is searching for his first completion. It'll be 3rd and 6 here under pressure, and he's going to get it to Aaron Witten on the left side for the first down. First and 10 here. I'm going to go over these rosters in a little bit. Handoff. Lopez fumbles the football, and Aiden Montana gets the fumble recovery there, and that's going to give OCSU the football back.
What a play.
Big play there. Defense will get you where you need to be. 2 turnovers in the span of a minute, and OCSU's driving once again. 2nd and 1 after that pitch to the left side.
Black 11 tonight.
It's going to be Henry again. He's just going to get destroyed there. Brandon Abbott in the backfield. A loss of 1 on the play. Set up 3rd and 2.
When you run this much, yeah, you're eventually going to get those plays where he just doesn't quite get it. But Henry redeems himself there, picks up the first down.
Good job on that. He's going to move inside the 30, and that's going to be 1st and 10. Right at the 29-yard line, setting up for the 4 wide. They're going to pitch left side. He's going to get stuffed again. There goes Blaze Henderson, a very underrated core in the CSFA is East Augusta's linebacker core. And you've seen the other linebacker, Tank Falco, led the way out of all players and tackles, I think over 80.
Yeah, they're not flashy, but they get the job done.
Most definitely.
For sure.
And they're going to set up a 3rd and long situation here for OCSU.
41, go!
Picking up the pace, Kakashi looking for a man to throw to, looking right side, and it's going to be caught by Adam Mesh and turns upfield. Touchdown, Orange County State Stallions get into the end zone. That's going to put the first points on the board in favor of the California gang. Good job.
Not at the expected start. Missed the field goal there, but hey, 6-0 over the 11-1 number 1 ranked team. Maybe this is a sign of youth and maybe a bit of inexperience of having expectations going into these games.
Big facts on that. Aaron Wooden's going to take this past the 30 again. But you know, EAU's offense is just lightning in the bottle. They could tie it up with just one pitch to that man, Moldy Cheese. We'll see if they can find them. I tried that run play to the left side, got some room, and he's going to pick up another solid gain of 6. And that's one thing that OCSU cannot afford. If they let Trevor Lopez get loose along with this passing game, it could spell doom. They're going to try him again. He's going to get to midfield just as I stated that, or close to it. And East Augusta's moving down the field.
Green 29.
Keep it on the ground. Lopez going to get probably the midfield. There's going to be 2nd and 9. We'll see if they get that passing game rolling.
Yeah, so far pretty conservative. Lots of run plays here, but you know it's just a matter of time before that arm of. Never mind. There it is.
There it is. That man, Moldy Cheese, will catch number 1 on the day, and they did. OCSU's had a pretty good start holding them down, but you can't get them rolling. Passing the right side, no one home. That's going to be 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, that was right there, like a 20-yard completion. So, Moldy Cheese can really crank out the yards.
And a hit in the backfield there. There goes the capped man himself, Dexter Hall. Looking forward to see how he'll do when he plays on Thursdays and Saturdays. But he still has some games left here as Falco passes this one left side, no one home. And it looks like they're going to have to settle for that field goal as we end the first quarter. OCSU's on top. Let's see if Leon Hopkins can knock this through from this distance. The kick is up and it's going to the right.
Oh,
No Cupid shuffle needed. That's no good for East Augusta. They're still scoreless.
And Orange County gets some decent field position to start with.
It's going to be Kakashi. Hit as he throws it, but Herrick Denry does catch the football, but there goes that man, Tank Falco, getting the stop in the backfield and a loss of 4.
Yeah, you should not have caught that there. Just let it fall to the ground, make it an incomplete pass, reset
Left
back.
side, Herrick Denry's going to get those yardage back, get it back to a 3rd and 10 situation. It's a lot better than it would have been if it was 3rd and 14, so I'll give him credit. I'll be a handoff again. He's going to make 2 men miss, and he's going to get enough for the first down. That's going to move the chains once again for the Stallions.
Great individual effort there.
Eric Henry showing up right when he needs to. It's going to be Kakashi sending it again wide open. Sir Lancelot, and he's running. He's getting the first down to midfield. East Augusta's getting beat on those short routes.
Yeah, these flats are kind of killing because they're just wide open. And
Sending the blitz
not a
doesn't
whole
get
lot they're
home.
doing.
Sending the blitz doesn't get home, but it does force the incompletion. 2nd and 10 coming up. Orange County State said, you better stop sleeping on me. Kakashi's passing it again. Blitz once again doesn't get home, but it's incomplete. He's going to set up 3rd down.
That pass was dangerous. It was behind the intended receiver, and there was a East Augusta cornerback just sitting there. Might have been a linebacker.
Sending the blitz again, looking left, right side, and incomplete. And East Augusta does get that stop when they need it the most. They'll get that ball back. And that's going to be a shank if I have ever seen it.
What the heck did I just see?
That is destructive in so many different proportions here. They just gave the football right back with some great field position. East Augusta, I can't even explain how that was. Do you have any words for that?
No, it's just like he shot it up. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that ever.
No, I have not either. Moldy Cheese going to get his second catch of the day, and that's going to make it 3rd and manageable. But wow, that was I can't even begin to think how I can justify that. But that's bad blocking there. Phillips makes a stop, and OCSU's defense does hold strong.
Yeah, Orange County salvaged that big time, and there's still a chance that they miss this kick.
And he does exactly that. East Augusta scoreless still, and OCSU gets bailed out from a bad kick, keeping the chains moving there for OCSU. Try to add more points. Reverse play, and he's chopped down again. There goes Abbott with another tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
I mean, if you are Orange County right now, that used all your luck. At this point, I would not be praying for any more lucky bounces.
And Brandon Abbott is just having himself a day right now. 2 straight tackles for loss. And he's trying to give his team some real good field position on offense. He's doing everything he can. Kashi passing it again, middle of the field. Sir Lancelot does make the catch, but he's going nowhere with it. And that should bode well for EAU for a score before the half if they can actually get something rolling.
Yeah, East Augusta has been kind of shooting themselves in the foot here.
2 attempts at field goals, no good. But Moldy Cheese will get them inside OCSU territory to start this drive. Definitely going to need to get something going. Going for the bunch set on the right side. Looking for a man, tossing it deep right side, and a little bit underthrown, looks like, on that pass to the right side out of bounds. That's going to be 2nd and 10. Not sure if this snow is affecting them for whatever reason.
Sometimes you just get into these games and weather that you're not maybe hoping to play in adverse conditions, they can play effect as well as your mental game.
Most definitely, and that's another incomplete pass set up 3rd and 10 once again. Looking for a man to hit as he throws, and Hank Falco is under a lot of pressure today. And now is the East Augusta going to have to send it back looking for the pin. Probably can't ask for a better game for OCSU than this. It's going to be punt left side, and that's going to be out of bounds at the 39. So still solid field position for OCSU to do something. Pitch left side. Henry's going to get maybe 3 or so, make that 2. It's going to be 2nd and 8. That is one thing that OCSU is doing, keeping the ball and the clock moving, limiting the amount of times East Augusta has the ball pass left side, incomplete behind the receiver. 3rd and 8.
Might have hit the back of his head.
Just bounced right off the noggin, if you will. 3rd and 8. Jog your memory. Kashi sending this one left side, and that was some nice defense there from the secondary of East Augusta. That will make it 4th and 8, and that will give East Augusta the ball back once again. I don't know how many attempts that OCSU is going to allow East Augusta on offense, because they're going to need to score some points and keep them at bay that way. I don't think 6 points is going to be enough.
No, I don't think so either. I mean, It's only a matter of time.
Let go.
Set up here. Falco under pressure again, and that's going to be incomplete. Over the head of receiver. Looked like a drop, but couldn't tell quite there. But incomplete
Nah, it looked
nonetheless.
like an overthrow.
And Falco going for a solid 25% completion percentage. They're going to try to run, and Lopez hasn't done too much outside of that. It's going to be 3rd and 8.
Black 39. Black hut.
Falco left side, and that's once again incomplete. OCSU's on their game defensively, and the pass game has not worked for East Augusta up to this point, but right now it's not looking pretty.
You know, right now you just need to get into the half, not allow any more points, score some if you can for East Augusta, but you need to sit down with Hank Falco and you need to figure out what's going through his head because he is a mess right now.
Most definitely. 4 wideout set here. Final 2.5 minutes here in the second quarter. They're going to try Henry. Eric Denry is going to get around 6, make that 5. Second and medium coming up here.
Denry is just eating East Augusta's defense alive for the most part.
Another handoff here, and he's going to get a little room, but not quite past the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 1 coming up here.
And East Augusta calls a timeout.
Green 33.
Try to get that ball back. They send the blitz, doesn't get home, but Sir Lancelot gets that rock. Is going to be inside East Augusta territory with that play. 1st and 10.
You line up to stop the run, and now all of a sudden it's going deep into your territory.
It's going to be middle of the field and incomplete there. Stop that clock there. Exactly a minute and a half in this first half.
Hike.
She under pressure, has to send that one away. It looked like that interior line could not hold that defender up, but it's going to be 3rd and 10. Not too much action in regards to yards for either quarterback at the current moment. Passing that left side, but just as I said, that Justice Frost comes through in the clutch.
Frost. Absolutely, in triple coverage, too. What a seam pass.
Kakashi threw that right in the bucket. Couldn't have asked for better accuracy than that. And it's going to look left side, and it's going to be dropped by that receiver. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
Now, I want to see Orange County kind of get back into hitting these flats because that was working really well for them.
And it looks like they tried it right there and it worked, and it's going to get inside the 20. It's going to be 1st and 10 inside the 15. 4 wideout set here. They're going to try to pass again. Blitz doesn't get home, and it's still going to be Storm Nix at 3rd. Add a face mask by Falco on top of it, and it's down to the 2-yard line with 39 seconds left.
I'll just punch this in, give it to Denry, and this is a surefire touchdown.
Going to be 1st and goal here. They're sending the blitz, doesn't get home, and that was almost a touchdown, but I could not see what happened on that one. That was incomplete regardless.
He got hit as he threw almost for a sack there, and was just a bit to the side of the receiver.
Kashi is going to get sacked. That's going to be Roger Chu on the play. Final 26 seconds here. They're going to try one more time here in the third and goal situation. Middle of the field, and that's another stop there by East Augusta. They do play that bend but don't break type of style very well, and it worked out there.
Orange County, that was just a breakdown in play calling. You got to run the ball there. 2 yards out, you run the ball.
Most definitely.
Short passes.
But I'm sure they'll take the 2-possession lead going into halftime for sure. The 9-0 ball game at the current moment with 16 seconds left. Luca's going to send this one away to around the 20. Here comes Aaron Witten coming up the field to around the 35-yard line or so. And honestly, OCSU better not sleep.
Yeah, Orange County, I mean, if you're going into the halftime, you're up 9-0. That's great, but you got to come out just as intense in the second half.
Most definitely. They tried to catch there, and it is successful for about 9 right there. There's going to be 8 seconds left. They're going to put the bunch on the left side. They're going to send some people, and they're going to get home. That's a sack, and that's going to close out half number 1 in what has been about as perfect of a half as you could ask for Orange County State.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I was not expecting this at all, but Hank Falco, those numbers, that says the entire story right there. He's got to sit down, calm down, and figure out what's going on, and get back into a rhythm of this game.
Most definitely. 4 for 14, 29%. These aren't normal numbers here for Hank Falco, but luckily for him, he still has a half to redeem himself. Kakashi Atake has been doing pretty much all he can do up to this point. Not the greatest percentage on his side either with 43%, but when he's got his chance to move the ball down the field before halftime, he got the job done. So, solid job up to this point here. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Moldy Cheese with 2 for 33 on the day. Aaron Witten 2 for 19. They're the only 2 with receptions at the current moment. And looking at Sir Lancelot 4 for 45 doing this thing. Justice Frost also had a nice catch or 2 so far on this one. Going into the defensive side, Mikey Jackson so far with 4 tackles and an interception. Got Abbott with 6 and 3 tackles for loss. Taro Sujimoto with 2. And Tank Falco currently with 3 on the and 1 tackle for loss. There you go. And looks like Ada Montana with 2 tackles. Tenzo Yamato with the tackle with the forced fumble. He was the one that got on Trevor Lopez earlier. And Dexter Hall with 3 tackles on the day with a tackle for loss. Let's check out this team stats. That pretty much tells the whole story right there. For the most part, East Augusta has been pretty good with the total plays portion, but at the current moment, Orange County has been racking those first downs up, and it shows in the total yards as well, 140 to 62. Wow.
Yep, and on top of that, I mean, when you control the ball, you control the clock, and lessens how much that they can actually do against you.
Most definitely. Let's see the clock of the video. Currently almost at 27 minutes, so far so good on this one. We could go ahead and hit that second half button. East Augusta is going to have to send it to this OCSU offense here at the current moment. It's looking kind of dicey for East Augusta, but still got time to get back in this ball game. It's going to be Storm Nix third, returning this one as far as he can. A solid one to the 32-yard line or so. Here come them Stallions.
Yeah. Now that was a great cut into the middle there to pick up a few extra yards.
Going to go on that jumbo set here. Starting off with Herrick Denry. Doesn't get quite that much, but he'll take the gain of 3 for sure.
Yeah, I mean, positive yards are positive yards.
Kashi's going to send this one. Looking for a man left side and in some coverage there, but it did get home. Looked like it was dropped there, but it's incomplete.
It may have been deflected. There was a defender coming back there. Not quite sure.
Big facts. It's going to be third down here. They're going to try that run, trusting their running back, but the defense of East Augusta gets the quick stop. And that's really all you can ask for. Give your offense chances to be great. And East Augusta's been doing that all season long, but now it's going to be put up or shut up time here for East Augusta, the number 1 team.
I do not think we have seen a number 1 team fall in the first round yet.
We have not, and this could be the perfect opportunity on the Orange County State side to make that possible, but Falco's going to pass straight out of the first play, and that's going to be no good once again, 2nd and 10.
He needs to settle down, get those nerves under control. He's coming out, he's throwing the ball too hard, too high, and he's not getting it to his receivers.
Lopez going to try to get some yards back, but only going to get 1. And this is going to be a pass situation here for the Blue Lobsters. The home crowd kind of restless right now, looking for some action. And that's not the action they were looking for right there. The receiver could not locate the ball, and it's 4th and 9 already.
Yeah, that was completely on the receiver. That ball was actually thrown perfectly, but unfortunately his receiver just had a mental breakdown and lost sight of where he was.
No dice on East Augusta's offense at the current moment, but OCSU is going to get that ball right back. And I'm sure they're going to try to abuse the powers of Herrick Denry to try to drain more clock.
Red 60 to
No, the field is going to be no good. Actually, it was kind of to the left there, but it's going to be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, these short inside curls or slant routes, they're not working out very well.
And off Herrick Denry stuffed in the backfield again. Tank Falco, make sure he doesn't yank the face mask down this time. And that's a loss of 3.
Yeah, but that clock is running, and it slowly is going to start to become an enemy of East Augusta.
Yes, and that's a real good open field tackle there. Once again, East Augusta's defense doing all they can. And as we've seen in previous games, Orange County State really hasn't scored that much in regards to the times they have played up to this point. So East Augusta's right on schedule defensively when it regards to playing the team, but right now their offense is looking a little mediocre at the current moment. I think I'm being kind of modest right now.
They look a little bit worse than mediocre, but all it takes is one big play to turn things around and swing the momentum in their favor, and that right there might be it. Nice 5-yard rush for Trevor Lopez.
I'd like to see it. See if East Augusta could get something rolling here. Definitely need to get the ball moving, but a chop down in the back of the line is not going to help their cause. Dexter Hall once again making plays.
Yeah, short tackle for loss there. He was about maybe half a yard or so.
FALCO passing the left side, and I think that was some moldy cheese there, but he could not hold that in. And that's going to be another quick stop there by OCSU. Wow.
OCSU's defense took what I said at the beginning, and they took it personal.
They took it personal. Michael Jordan status indeed. And it's another 15 and a half minutes in this ball game left, and if East Augusta doesn't find an answer quick, they could be sitting back home in Maine while OCSU goes to the championship game as Herrick Denry gets a gain of 2 on that one.
I mean, right now your game plan is just feed Denry. The more he runs, the more that clock moves, and if he can pick up first downs, great.
Well, they tried to blitz as East Augusta, and they kind of forced the errant pass there. Is going to set up a 3rd and 8 situation here. East Augusta once again looking to get off the field defensively. Can't say that their defense is worn out. That's one thing you can't say.
Yeah.
East Augusta playing lights out so far in this half. 3 straight. No dice on the first downs for OCSU. And now it's going to be up to East Augusta's offense to pick it up in regards to moving down the field to get something. They did have 2 chances for field goals, and they were no good to the right both sides. But here comes the East Augusta offense again.
Blue 26 at home.
This is just a battle of defense right now. Neither team is really giving up much in terms of field position. They're just kind of taking turns punting it back and forth right now.
Yes, and it's going to be a 3 wideout set here. Another handoff to Lopez. Solid blocking to get him around the corner. It's going to be 3rd and 4 coming up.
Now, if East Augusta can get past midfield right here, I mean, I'd say this would be a good drive.
There goes tight end Giancarlo Velasquez for the first big play of the first half for either team at the current moment. That'll move them into OCSU territory, and they move to a 5 wide now. And Falco's going to get sacked immediately. Atonmi gets the job done, and now it's going to be a 2nd and long situation, just like that.
Well, I mean, they got past the 50, but just as quickly, they're now back on their own half of the 50.
Across the middle of the field, Stephon Trummer gets him right back inside the 50, but it's going to be back to a 3rd down situation here. Big 3rd down. They send the blitz, doesn't get home, and that's going to be a drop right there on the right side. Could not quite tell who that was. I believe that was 96, and if that was, that would be Moldy Cheese. And that's not real good for East Augusta if he's dropping those.
Yeah, and that might be some weather. A little bit of slickness on the gloves, and I think that might be a pin right.
Yeah, definitely is a quality punt right there for Leon Hopkins. Right on time, too. And if East Augusta could get the quick stop, that could be very, very good there for their chances to get some points on the board. But a catch there by Sir Lancelot moves them up.
Yeah, there's some breathing room for him right there. Not sitting in your own end zone.
2nd and 4 coming up. Hand off left side. Makes the first man miss, but not the second. And East Augusta once again with the chance to get off the field defensively.
Well, here's that dreaded 6-2.
And he fumbles the football, and it looks like Wilbur Berry gets the recovery, and that'll put East Augusta right in scoring range just like that. And that's what the East Augusta defense does.
This is what they need. If they can't score here, I don't know when they'll score.
And they surely will. Moldy Cheese, he does it again, and it's going to be a 3-point ball game just like that. I wouldn't leave if if I was you folks, stay here with us. It's going to be kick up, and he's going to make it this time for an extra point, and it's back to a 2-point game.
And now the question becomes, will those 2 missed field goals, or even one of those missed field goals, ruin East Augusta's day?
East Augusta definitely needed a play, and they couldn't have asked for a better one right there. East Augusta keeping it moving, 54 seconds on the third quarter. OCSU has the chance to take that touchdown away if they could punch it into the end zone. Eric Dennery right side, he's going to get maybe 3, and he's been very consistent all season long pretty much with those 3 to 4 yard gains, maybe make a man miss, get around 6 or 7. He's been doing it all year.
Yeah, he's been very good. I mean, just a little bit more developed, I think he'll be doing a good job. And there goes Justice Frost for a large gain.
Good job on that one, on that play. That's going to set up 1st and 10 coming up here. But they were going to have to end the third quarter on that one. Put the 4s in the chat.
Absolutely. This is going to be a wild ride to the finish here. 10 minutes to settle this one.
And off right side is going to be Eric Dennery once again with one of those nice carries, moving them inside the 40.
Yeah, Dennery has been an absolute beast so far. He's put Orange County kind of on his back.
And he got put on his back right there. Roger Chu once again on the play. East Augusta not giving up defensively. They're going to try to run, see if they could get the outside edge. I probably would have chose the pass play in that particular situation, but regardless of that, East Augusta does get the stop.
Well, at this point, you've killed a minute and a half out of the first quarter already, and that's a touchback.
Yes, so now it's up to East Augusta's defense here, see if they could get something going.
They're getting no return out of it. They're starting at their own 20. They got less than, they've already lost a minute 30 on that clock.
And Stephon Trummer makes the catch there for the first down, and East Augusta's looking to take this lead. They could do it with the field goal or a touchdown. Still got 8 minutes to do so. Making the handoff here is Falco, and Moldy Cheese does make the play, and he's going to be right close to the first down mark, but not quite past it. It's going to be 2nd and 2.
Red 16. Red 6.
Handoff Lopez tries to fall forward, not quite past the first down mark. It's going to be 3rd and 1 here. It's a big play.
Move 7.
This looks like it might be a pass.
And it's going to be a run and gets stuffed. That one lineman gets past the offensive line, and they're going to get the stop.
So now this is really bad because at this point you're 4 minutes into the fourth quarter. If Orange County can just burn another, say, 2-3 minutes off this clock, suddenly it's crunch time for East Augusta.
East Augusta looking to get the victory here, but they'll need to get another stop by this defense. And they're going to try. Denry on that run play is going to get the first down off of one play. More time churning.
Not what you want to see. Not what you want to see for East Augusta. As time is now becoming an enemy.
And off again, Eric Denry is going to get maybe 2 on that play. 2nd and 8.
And if you were East Augusta right now, would you consider timeouts with the way they're running the ball?
Yes, I would, but hey, who needs that when OCSU is going to move even closer to the 40-yard line inside East Augusta territory with one screen play there, making sure Eric Denry gets all the touches. And that's going to be a sack fumble, and that's going to be recovered there by OCSU. Versace with the sack on the play. That's a real big play to help them get off the field, but they'll need 2 more stops.
Yeah, I mean, even still, this is a time kill.
Yes, it is, and Eric Denry's going to get half of those yards back for the first down, and this is a big, big 3rd down here. East Augusta needs to get off the field. Middle of the field, and looks like behind the receiver, and it looked like he was wide open if that pass was on point, but luckily for East Augusta, they keep their defense steady, and they'll give their offense a chance or 2.
Well, I mean, they also had a guy deep. Oh, no.
And another shank punt by OCSU. Bad time there. Number 2 on the day for Luca Rodriguez. I'm sorry it didn't go through the player. What's the word I'm looking for? The lineups, but man, that's a big tough break on the punt. Gives them right into OCSU's territory. Couldn't speak right there. That was kind of weird. But we're going to keep it moving. 2nd and 6 after that carry.
Green three, go.
At this point, you need less runs and you need more deep passes.
Most definitely. And I think this is around the time where they are going to move towards that 4-down territory here. So definitely need to keep the rock moving. Left side is open and not clutch enough. Moldy Cheese cannot hang on to it. It's going to be 4th and 4.
Yeah, somehow the California people who don't even know what snow is are somehow playing better in the snow than the natives.
And Stephon Trummer comes through in the clutch with the nice catch on the right side. That's down to the 21-yard line. This game ain't dead yet. Handoff. Lopez got some room. 1st down and makes 2-man miss. Falls in. Touchdown. East Augusta. Look at that man rumble. And that's a touchdown there for the Snip Snap gang.
They had been doing so well containing Lopez for so long, and to give it up in the last 2 minutes of the game here like that, oh, that's rough.
That is very rough there. And now OCSU has all the pressure. They have not scored since that field goal before the second half. You got to give credit to that East Augusta defense. They've literally done it all season long, and they've played one of their best games.
Well, good return there up past the 30.
OCSU put up or shut up time. Can OCSU get into the end zone?
And pass it out to Sir Lancelot.
Going to patch to the left side and over the head of the receiver. That's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. Wow, what a game. This is definitely going into the greatest hits.
I'm not sure about that one.
Got to. But that pass right there is incomplete. 2 passes down, 2 passes incomplete. And now East Augusta is setting themselves up for a chance to get off the field, possibly close the deal. It's going to be Kakashi again. Got the man open here. Denry can't hold on to that one. And that's going to set up 4th down. And where they are right now, East Augusta does have a chance for some points and or close the deal with the timeouts if they could break through. But they'll send a blitz, doesn't get home, and that's going to be in double coverage. That's incomplete. And East Augusta's defense is just on fire.
Yeah, that's going to take the end of the game there for them, and they'll probably just kneel this out, I think.
Not quite. They have all 3 timeouts. They got to make sure they get the stop, but the pass incomplete. I would probably move towards the run, but I think they trust in Hank Falco's arm to get the job done. No need for a timeout there. Setting up 2nd and 10. Look for a man, passing the left side, and once again behind the receiver. And looks like East Augusta is electing to stay with the passing game, possibly give their kicker a chance to make it from around 47-ish yards if they don't get it.
Yeah, but that still means it's a 1-possession game.
Yes, sir. And that was a catch by Aaron Witten to set him up for a field goal, 4th and 3. Kick from Hopkins, and that's going to the left. Not to the right this time. It's to the left. This game is not over by any means. It's going to set up 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. 1 minute, 23 seconds left in this one. They're going to send the blitz. Doesn't get home, but the pass once again over the head of the receiver. And at this point, you can't afford to have any of those happen.
I mean, at the very least, it stops the clock. At the very least.
Big facts. 2nd and 10 here to send the blitz once again, and that's another incompletion. 3rd and 10.
You cannot afford to go 4 and out here. You just can't.
Black 11.
Hit those routes sooner.
Pass left side. It's going to be caught by Storm Nix, and it's going to be a 1st down. They're looking to keep their timeouts in their back pocket. And it's going to be the final minute of this ball game. It's either touchdown or OCSU is going back to Cali. They're going to look right side, and he had a man, but that pass was vastly underthrown. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Wow, what a game here. I'm going to try this one again, 2nd and 10. It doesn't get home to blitz, and another drop. It's going to be 3rd and 10.
You got it. Oh, man. This is rough.
Red to hike.
Kakashi sending this one right side, caught by Thomas, and he's going to get past the 50. This game once again ain't over. They got one more timeout, and that will definitely give him a shot. 15 for 40 on the day for Kakashi. Looking to punch it into the end zone. Doesn't quite get home, and he has to throw that one away. 2nd and 10. OCSU scoring 9 straight points in the beginning, allowed 14 straight, passing to the left side, and once again the pass is just not hitting the mark. And it can't afford to have these type of plays with only 35 seconds left. 3rd and 10.
Blue 47. Blue hike.
Passing the right side, caught by Sir Lancelot, and a great open field tackle by that defender because he would have still been running. 4th down, last chance. OCSU, no timeouts here. Pass left side and overthrows his receiver, and tough breaks there for the Stallions. And I believe that is going to close the chapter on this book. Congratulations to the East Augusta Blue Lobsters. They will be making their first national championship appearance.
It was almost the story of the biggest upset in the history of the league, but this time it's going to be, the story will play out nicely, and there's going to be a happy ending for East Augusta fans.
Yes, indeed. The snow is going to keep falling, but it looks like OCSU will have to take the long trip back to California on this one. But overall, a great fight by both teams. Final score 14-9, and what we just talked about, we had 9 straight points there for OCSU. Everything was looking bad for the Blue Lobsters, and then when it came to that 4th quarter, something clicked, and they got enough, and they did what they needed to do. But you got to give credit to that East Augusta defense. I don't think it would have been possible without them.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, also, big shout out to Trevor Lopez, that 20-some-odd yard touchdown run. That was extremely clutch and probably saved their season, because I think if he didn't get that, they would have been stopped.
Most definitely. Looking at Moldy Cheese here, probably one of his worst games this season. So that's testament to how good OCSU was in this game. 4 catches, 51 yards. He still managed to get the touchdown, but we've expected at least 100 plus. At least in my personal opinion, I'm thinking you're thinking that too. They'll probably getting around 100 yards or so, but it surely didn't happen. And
well, that was one of the big keys for Orange County, was shut him down, and they did that, but they just, things happened. They couldn't roll it in.
Yes, sir. And just going over the MVPs for each team, Eric Denry, got to give him a shout out. Well over 100 yards total on the day. That nice screen pass for about 20-some yards as well helped them out in their cause. Looks like Phillips, one of the bot players there, had 5 tackles, 3 for a loss. Brandon Abbott had a huge game with 3 tackles for loss and 7 tackles. Let's go ahead and check into these leaders really fast. Going into Trevor Lopez, 20 for 54 on the day. And that touchdown, just like you said, probably the season-saving touchdown, if you will. Eric Denry with 95 yards, like we said before, 3.3 yards a carry. And I think FALCO did raise that percentage up from the low 26 in the beginning. It started to click a little bit, and it kind of helped their favor. What do you think about that?
Once he kind of settled down, got into his groove, he started making passes, he started making completions, and that's kind of what you started to expect from him over the course of this season, so it was good to see him get back to that game.
Most definitely. Kakashi also had a fairly solid game, in my opinion, outside of probably the last 2 drives, where he was hitting his receivers left and right, but it seemed like some of those passes were underthrown behind the receiver, and those are just not the right times where you want to see those plays, and that's why you got to keep on updating so those plays happen less and less. So a solid job there by Kakashi and OC State all around. Going into the stats here, 3 for 48 on the day for Stephon Trummer. Aaron Witten with 3 for 25 to close the day. And Sir Lancelot, 7 for 58. That was also a receiver I was expecting to have a real good game too, Sir Lancelot, but did not quite have the yards. That was a real good job by East Augusta. Make sure he doesn't get those yards after the catch. Let's see, Kyle Thomas with 1 for 16. Eric Denry had the 3 catches for 23 yards. And on defense, still had that interception in the beginning. Even though it really didn't amount to much, it was still a solid play. Let's see here. Blaze Henderson with 4 tackles. That's all the user players on this side. OC State, Ada Montano with 4 tackles. Tenzo with 4 tackles. And Dexter Hall had 4 tackles, 2 tackles for loss. Had a deflected pass by Aiden as well. Going into the team stats, and it looks like OC State had them pretty wrapped up in regards to the yards and plays. But once again, I think you got to give credit to that defense. They were playing on 76 defensive plays, and they pretty much held their own that whole second half. What are you thinking about this?
You know what? I think the future is bright down in Southern California. No pun intended there. But, you know, it's... They've got some good stuff. I think, you know, new school administrator Frost is going to do a good job. He's going to get things back into place and make them a competitive team again next season.
Most definitely. 267 to 172, and I think that's probably the lower marks I've seen from East Augusta in regards to total yards. So once again, that's testament to the OC State defense as well. Both defenses pretty much play lights out all the way through. 3 turnovers total, 4 sacks total. So there were a lot of big plays on both sides defensively. We could go into the player stats really fast. Check all the other user players. Looks like Justice Frost ended the day with 2 for 41 in his final playoff game for season 3. Storm Nixon third with 2 for 11. We already went through Kyle Thomas, and Adam Mesh had that beast touchdown. We didn't even bring him up, but he started the juice right there for the playoff game. Had that nice pass for 30, and real good job overall on that side. Let's see, defensively, Markham once again with 4 tackles. Same for Dexter Hall, Ada Montana, and Tenzo. Going down the list, CAINE Elliott with 3 tackles. Dan Green is a running back. He got tackles for whatever reason. Going down the list here, see what else we got. Luca had a couple tackles as well. You see your man's doing the work. Going into Andrew Green. Still don't know why I haven't changed that. Don't know why Jared Goff's picture here, but his picture is there. We're going to keep it moving. 1 tackle on the day for him. Tomlin Juicer, really haven't said his name much today outside of the returns there, but 1 tackle there for him, and that's all the users there. The return side, you see right there, average 4 yards of return on the punt side. On the kick return, 15.5 for Storm Nix. Solid job by him. Luca had 1 opportunity for field goals. He knocked it through and missed his only opportunity for the extra points there. And punt-wise, it doesn't say it accurately, but I think we all can remember that punt that went backwards like 20 yards or so. That was kind of bad for them. So keep on upgrading, Luca. You're all good to go. Got a lot of presence here. I think you're going to be real good. Going into the East Augusta side, we got Hank Falco doing this thing, 39%. Lopez, 20 for 54, like I said before. Checking to the receivers really fast. 3 for 25 on the day for Aaron Witten. Trummer, 3 for 48. Giancarlo Velasquez also had that really nice first down on, I believe, their scoring drive. I can't quite remember, but he had a real nice first down there. Good job from him. Gus Cerrone, he did have 1 target, but could not quite hit this box score like he wanted to, but still has a chance next week. Well, technically Friday. So go ahead and take care of that. Abbott led the way in tackles this time around. Tank Falco with 5, along with Taro. Jalen Ramsey Jr. getting his start. He's got 5 tackles on the day. Good job. Shout out to Luka Magic. And Blaze Henderson, he's going to be 4 tackles, a tackle for loss. Mikey Jackson had that 4 tackle, 1 interception game, like we said before. On brand Mold with 4 tackles, a deflected pass. And I believe that's it, if I can remember. I think that's it. Yes, it is. So on brand Mold, 4.5 on the return for punt returns, 11.7 for Aaron Witten. And I believe that's it outside of Leon Hopkins. Missed every single attempt in regards to the field goals, but when they needed him after the touchdown, he was money. And not too much on the punt average, just kind of glitched here. I figured out that it actually is accurate for the actual statistics, like within the game, but not on the game when you see it right there. So outside of that, I believe that is it. We are halfway through the semifinals, and we got one more game left to play. It's going to be the Season 1 and Season 2 Natty rematch game, but we getting it early this time around. It's going to be Central Houston Polytechnic and the Mile High Football Giants. Can't wait to see this one as well. Any closing statements here from you, Caboose?
No, I mean, that was a much closer game than I was expecting, and all credit to Orange County for really coming out and battling. But we'll see them again next season, and we will have a new competitor next season that will be announced in the Natty game, so be tuned for that.
Most definitely. I can't wait to see that as well, but we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Currently at 55 minutes on this video, and we're going to go ahead and set up for game number 2 in just a little bit. Can't wait to see you there. Make sure you like and subscribe like I always say. Get on the field, man. Tell them to get on the field, Caboose.
Hey, get out there, get on my field.
Big Boss Man said it. That means you got to do it, but we're going to cut it off right here. We'll see you for game number 2 of the CSFA Season 3 playoffs. Let's get it rolling.